Denmark.
Oh my god.
And, alright, Denmark. And, yeah, lots of Australians, not so many Danes. Anyway, I was busking in Copenhagen and it was the shittest, rainiest, windiest, horrible day ever. And I was trying to play and no one was listening and everyone was walking past, apart from this one guy who was like 900 years old and just sat there in front of me and listened to every word, and I could just see him kind of drinking it in. It was amazing. And he came up to me after I finished, or in fact after the policeman told me to finish, and he came up to me and he told me this story, and he said he was from Australia, and him and his wife had never travelled too much outside of Australia, and they'd always planned to, when they retired, they were going to buy these 2 round-the-world tickets and go travelling together for a couple of years. And so they did. They finished working and they saved up their money and they bought these tickets, and 2 months later his wife very suddenly and very sadly passed away, which is fucking sad. And but what I thought was amazing about this guy is that he, as I say, he was pretty old, and he still decided to go around the world that he'd never seen before on his own after his wife died. And I just thought it was the most brave decision I've ever... Yeah, it was incredible, and I only talked to him for about 5 minutes, but it's just stuck with me. And so over the next couple of days I started writing this song, and was kind of stuck after the chorus. I was like, I can't really milk this story anymore. It's sad, but I can't really carry on with it. And I was in Zurich in Switzerland, and I was sitting outside my hotel playing this song over and over again, trying to figure out where to go with it next. And this woman came out of the hotel, just sat down next to me, no sort of hello, how you doing, just sat down and burst into tears. And it was bizarre, and I was like, what the fuck are you doing? I was like, are you okay? And she told me that she'd just been dumped by her boyfriend that she'd been with for 10 years for a younger lady. And so we sat and drank and smoked and talked for hours. And so I decided to write the next verse about her. So this song is called Travelling Alone, and it's for those 2 people wherever they may be travelling at the moment. It goes like this.
This has to be my favorite.
Is that a walkie-talkie somewhere? Or is that just my imagination? Australian man, Scandinavian tan, kicking stones round a square. He sat for a while, carved out a smile, as if someone would care. Said I'm a long way from the Gold Coast, furthest I've ever known. Oh, and this just ain't my home. It was my wife's idea, but she's no longer here. She left me travelling alone. Well, I never heard silence ring out like a bell. Oh, I never heard silence like last night in my expensive hotel. Well, I'm loving a shadow. I'm trying to catch the rain, but I never heard silence till I heard it today. She walked out of the hotel. I could still smell the smoke of a burning heart left inside. She said men are all assholes and life's a bad joke. She laughed and started to cry. See, 10 years with this man and a lifetime of plans. Oh, and I loved him to his bones, but now I've lines on my skin and he's traded me in and left me traveling alone. See, I never felt silence. Come and hit me like a train. Well, I never felt silence like blood course through my veins. Well, I'm loving a shadow, and I'm trying to catch the rain. But I never felt silence till I felt it today. See, I never heard silence till I heard it today.